Ox. These powerful, patient animals have been helping humans for thousands of years. Hello, young explorers, and welcome to another exciting journey with fun animals for kids. Today, we're going to discover the amazing world of the ox, one of the most hard-working animals that has shaped human civilization throughout history. Have you ever wondered what an ox actually is? Well, oxen are actually cattle that have been trained as draft animals. That's right, oxen aren't a separate species. They're usually male cattle that have been castrated and trained to pull heavy loads. The word ox refers to a single animal, while oxen is the word we use when talking about more than one ox. Oxen are known for their incredible strength and patience. These massive animals can weigh up to 1,500 pounds and stand about 5 feet tall at the shoulder. Their large, muscular bodies and broad shoulders make them perfect for pulling heavy farm equipment or carts loaded with goods. Learning about these gentle giants is so important for kids who want to understand how humans and animals have worked together throughout history. Let's travel back in time, young explorers. Oxen have been working alongside humans for more than 4,000 years. In ancient times, before tractors or engines existed, oxen were essential for farming. They would pull plows through fields, helping farmers prepare the soil for planting crops. Without these powerful animals, growing enough food for entire communities would have been almost impossible. The history of oxen is truly the history of human agriculture. These animals helped build civilizations around the world. In ancient Egypt, oxen pulled water from the Nile River to irrigate crops. In China, they helped farmers work in rice paddies. And when settlers moved across America in covered wagons, guess who pulled those heavy wagons? That's right, oxen were the preferred animals for the job because they were stronger and more dependable than horses for such long journeys. Now let's talk about where oxen live. Unlike wild animals that have specific natural habitats, oxen live wherever humans need their help with farming and transportation. They can adapt to many different environments, from the cold mountains of Tibet to the hot plains of Africa. These adaptable animals can survive in various climates as long as they have enough food, water, and shelter. Isn't it amazing how these animals can live in so many different places around the world? Speaking of food, oxen are herbivores, which means they only eat plants. They mainly eat grass, hay, and other vegetation. Just like cows, oxen have a special 4-chambered stomach that helps them digest tough plant materials that many other animals can't eat. They spend many hours each day eating and chewing their cud, which means they regurgitate partially digested food to chew it again. This might sound strange to us, but it's a clever way for oxen to get all the nutrients they need from plants. Ox communication is fascinating for kids to learn about. Though they aren't as vocal as some animals, oxen do communicate with each other through body language and some vocalizations. They might moo, grunt, or snort to express themselves. They also use their body posture, tail position, and ear movements to communicate with other oxen and with humans. Over time, oxen develop strong bonds with their human handlers and learn to respond to voice commands and physical cues. One of the most incredible things about oxen is their intelligence and trainability. Young oxen, called steers, begin their training when they're about 2 years old. They learn to respond to commands like G, turn right, paw, turn left, whoa, stop, and get up, go. It takes patience and consistency to train an ox, but once trained, these animals are incredibly reliable workers. Their ability to learn and follow commands shows just how smart these animals really are. Let's talk about how oxen work together, young explorers. Oxen almost always work in pairs, which we call a yoke of oxen. The two animals are connected by a wooden yoke that fits across their necks or shoulders. Working in pairs allows oxen to combine their strength and pull even heavier loads. It's amazing to see how well they coordinate their movements when they're working together. Did you know that oxen have been featured in many children's stories and fables around the world? From the Ox and the Frog in Aesop's fables to Paul Bunyan and Babe the Blue Ox in American folklore, these powerful animals have inspired many tales that teach important lessons for kids. These stories often highlight the ox's strength, patience, and hard work qualities that are valuable for children to learn about. The cultural significance of oxen is truly worldwide. In many Asian countries, the ox is one of the animals in the zodiac calendar. People born in the year of the ox are said to be honest, hardworking, and reliable, just like the animal itself. In Hindu tradition, oxen are respected and protected. The god Shiva is often shown riding his bull, Nandi. These cultural connections show how important oxen have been to human societies throughout history. Now for some fun facts about oxen for kids. Did you know that an ox is stronger than a horse and can pull heavier loads for longer periods? Or that oxen can work for up to 14 hours a day if they're well fed and cared for? Another interesting fact is that oxen have been used not just for farming, but also for logging, mining, and even powering machinery like water pumps and grain mills before engines were invented. Young explorers, can you believe that before trucks and tractors, oxen were the main way people transported heavy goods over land? In fact, the standard width of roads in many parts of the world was originally based on the width needed for an ox cart to travel. When you see a wide country road today, you might be seeing the influence of these incredible animals on our modern world. Young explorers, have you ever wondered about the differences between oxen and regular cattle? While they come from the same species, oxen have some special physical adaptations that make them excellent working animals. Their muscles are more developed, especially around their necks, shoulders, and legs. Their hooves tend to be larger and stronger too. These physical traits don't happen by accident. They develop because of the work oxen do throughout their lives. Just like how your muscles get stronger when you exercise, the oxen's bodies become stronger as they pull heavy loads day after day. The lifespan of an ox is another fascinating topic for kids learning about animals. With proper care, these hard-working animals can live for 15 to 20 years. During their lifetime, they form deep connections with their handlers and can learn dozens of different commands. Some experienced oxen even seem to anticipate what needs to be done before being told. This shows not only their intelligence but also their willingness to work alongside humans. Now let's talk about how oxen have adapted to working with humans. Unlike wild cattle, oxen have been selectively bred over thousands of years to be more docile and stronger for work purposes. Their hooves are tough and can be fitted with special ox shoes similar to horseshoes for protection when working on rough terrain. Their broad shoulders and strong necks are perfect for pulling heavy loads without injury. Isn't it fascinating how animals can change over time to work better with humans? Although modern machinery has replaced oxen in many parts of the world, these amazing animals are still important in many developing countries. In places where fuel is expensive or terrain is too difficult for tractors, oxen continue to be valuable farm workers. They're sustainable too. They eat grass, produce natural fertilizer, and don't need fossil fuels to operate. As our world becomes more concerned about sustainability, we might have a lot to learn from these traditional farming methods. Let's explore how oxen are used around the world today, young explorers. In parts of Southeast Asia, oxen still plow rice paddies where the wet, muddy conditions would cause tractors to sink. In mountainous regions of South America, oxen navigate steep, narrow paths that machines simply cannot access. In some parts of Africa, oxen not only help with farming but also provide transportation for families and their goods to local markets. Even in some parts of Europe and North America, small family farms are rediscovering the benefits of working with oxen for sustainable agriculture. Isn't it amazing that these animals remain relevant in our modern world? Did you know that oxen even have their own competitive events? In many rural communities, ox pulling contests are popular attractions at agricultural fairs. Teams of oxen compete to see which pair can pull the heaviest load or move a weighted sled the farthest distance. These events celebrate the strength and training of these magnificent animals while keeping traditional skills alive. Children especially enjoy watching these gentle giants show off their impressive power in these friendly competitions. The bond between an ox and its handler is special and built on trust. Handlers often start working with oxen when the animals are young, and they grow up together, learning to understand each other's signals and moods. Some handlers say their oxen can sense what they need almost before they give a command. This relationship between humans and working animals is one of the oldest partnerships in human history, and it's still meaningful today. For kids learning about animals, oxen teach us important lessons about cooperation, patience, and the value of hard work. They show us how humans and animals can work together to accomplish amazing things. Without oxen helping with farming and transportation throughout history, our world would look very different today. Sadly, as farming becomes more mechanized, traditional knowledge about training and working with oxen is being lost in many places. Some cultural heritage organizations and living history museums are working to preserve these skills by continuing to use oxen and teaching others about their historical importance. Videos like this one on YouTube help kids understand and appreciate these magnificent animals before they disappear from our working world. Young explorers, the story of the ox is really the story of human progress. These patient, powerful animals have been alongside us, helping to build civilizations, transport goods, and feed growing populations. From ancient times to today, oxen represent one of the most successful partnerships between humans and animals in history. As we finish our Fun Animals for Kids adventure today, remember that learning about animals helps us understand our own history and our place in the world. These educational stories about wildlife and domesticated animals like the ox help kids appreciate the incredible diversity of life on our planet and how we've evolved together. Next time you see a farm or read about history, think about the oxen that might have been there, quietly working away, helping humans build the world we live in today. Their strength, patience, and willingness to work make oxen truly special animals that deserve our respect and admiration. Thank you for joining us on this amazing journey learning about oxen. These magnificent animals remind us that sometimes the strongest helpers can also be the gentlest and most patient. Throughout human history, the ox has stood by our side, helping us build civilizations, grow food, and connect communities through transportation. Their story is not just about an animal, but about the remarkable partnership between humans and animals that has shaped our world. Young explorers, when you learn about animals like the ox, you're not just discovering fascinating facts for kids, you're connecting with our shared history and understanding how humans and animals have worked together to create the world we live in today. Every animal has an important role to play in our world, whether wild or domesticated, and understanding these roles helps us become better stewards of our planet. Next time you see a farm animal or read about ancient civilizations in your studies, remember the humble ox and its tremendous contributions. Think about how different our world might be if these strong, reliable animals hadn't been there to help us throughout history. Their legacy lives on in our roads, our farming traditions, and even in the words we use every day. We hope this educational journey has sparked your curiosity to learn more about the amazing animals that share our world. There are so many incredible creatures waiting to be discovered, each with their own unique adaptations, behaviors, and relationships with humans. Learning about animals helps kids develop compassion, curiosity, and a deeper connection with the natural world around them. If you enjoyed this educational video for kids, please remember to subscribe to our channel, Fun Animals for Kids, for more exciting animal adventures. We love bringing these wild animals and farm animal stories to children around the world, making learning fun and engaging for kids of all ages. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our newest videos, and share this with friends who also love animals. What animal should we explore next? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to join us for our next animal adventure.